All right, another episode 21 of Phoenix Rising Live. Thank you for joining me once again as I clear my throat. All right, it's great to be here, and it's great to be discussing this wonderful topic of accepting and appreciating life as it is, because so often we want life to be different than what is presenting itself. And imagine this, that you get a premonition, you get an intuitive knowing of what's going to happen in the future. You can feel it, you get a sense for it, and you resist it. And you feel as though you're out of alignment with the law of attraction and that you're somehow creating this thing you don't want. And then it happens, and then you get upset. Has that ever happened to you before, where you knew something was going to happen, you didn't want it to happen, you resisted it, you tried to change your thinking, you thought, I'm supposed to retrain my thoughts to focus on what I want, and then you're not able to do it, and then that thing happens. And it's great news because the mechanism's working perfectly. You were just misinterpreting it. You were not accepting it or appreciating it. You were resisting it and trying to change it, and that is impossible. So you get premonitions, you get intuitions about what's coming, what's going to happen, and it's a feeling, and it may not be exactly what you want, but there's no point in resisting it. So if you just accept it, hey, this is the energy of what's happening, and that's just the energy because that's what it is, you simply accept it and appreciate it, and from there you can allow it to manifest as it needs to for your growth. And if you simply accept that whatever's going to happen is here for your growth, here for your evolution into the reality that's best for you to experience right now, the more you accept that, the more you let go of insisting that it needs to be a certain way, then you can recognize that that premonition, that understanding, is exactly what you needed. And then it's perfect because you just saw what was coming. Isn't it nice to know ahead of time what's going to happen, that you can respond appropriately? Driving down the road, you want to see as far down the road as you need to in order to have a safe ride. And that's simply what your intuition is guiding you to do at all times in different ways. It's unique from time to time, but it's always relevant for where you're going. And the more you embrace the current circumstances as being relevant for the path that you're on, rather than wanting it to be different, rather than comparing it to where others are, the more peace you have. And of course, there's a whole school of thought about achievement and striving for more and doing these things. And that's wonderful if that's the type of person you are, if that's where your mental and physical energy is naturally aligned, then wonderful. That's your life theme. Congratulations. But sometimes your life theme is different. And so simply accepting and appreciating what you have, rather than wanting things to be different, rather than striving towards achievement. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with working towards something. I'm doing that all the time. Our community is always working towards growing the community, providing great value, helping one another, supporting one another, but allowing it to come from a place of inspiration rather than a need for things to be different. And it's that deep sense of acceptance that reality is simply here to support you, and that you're having an experience that you need in this moment for your growth, for your awareness, for whatever lessons you've chosen to learn. And remember, if you're listening to this, the message of Matthew, me, obviously resonates with you. You chose this experience for yourself. This particular theme, this was chosen, this was decided to be a conscious experience. And your human experience is just a blip on the radar of your soul and everything that you can be conscious of when this life passes through. So it's important to give this 100% and fulfill your role as though you were paid millions of dollars as an Academy Award-winning actor to be this person in this dream reality. But at the same time, keeping it in perspective to whatever degree is relevant for you and understanding, hey, I'm not going to be here forever, and things are always changing and evolving, and my frequency is forever increasing. And as you embrace that journey, you know that you'll always be where you need to be. And you'll always be experiencing what's required for you to fully understand and accept everything that you set out to learn. And so there really is nothing to judge. There really is nothing to compare yourself with. Just embrace the moment. Embrace infinity. This idea of enlightenment, samadhi, being totally present, and acting from that place. It's totally different. There's no need to allow other people's perspectives, vibrations, emotions to influence you. And if it does, accept that. Accept that it is. Don't resist it. Work with it. Work through it. Don't try and sweep it under the rug. Don't try and fight against it. That's resistance. It will persist. And it will pass. Whatever negativity you've ever experienced in your life, as you're listening to the sound of my voice, you know that it has passed. And that as you are confronted with your own negative definitions, your own negative perceptions, because that's the only thing that can cause you to have a negative feeling are your own beliefs and perceptions. And as you filter the experiences that you're having through those negative filters, that's what creates the uncomfortable emotions. As you embrace that and allow that to transpire and work with it rather than against it, that mechanism is disassembled one moment at a time, one observation at a time. There's no rush. Life is perfect as it is. And in some respects, you're always perfecting it because you're always bringing greater awareness to yourself. You're always understanding yourself at a deeper level. So you could say that you're continuously molding the sculpture of your life, perfecting it, because it's always going to be changing and transforming. But understanding that this moment is as perfect as it will ever be. It is total and complete. And therefore, this moment has everything that you need inside of it, including the inspiration for what you may create or take action upon in the next moment. And if the inspiration's not there, then who cares? Just have calm surrender. Surrender to the moment. Surrender to not knowing, and know that that's all you need to know is maybe nothing in that moment. And it'll change. That is guaranteed. Your life will change. So by embracing change, accepting it, appreciating what you have, allowing your life to transform, rather than wanting something that is not present for you in the way that you expect it to be, or the way that you may be insisting it to be here, or that you're making assumptions about why or how it should be showing up in your life. You don't know that. That's your conscious mind, and your conscious mind is not the conceiver. Your conscious mind is the perceiver. It's your higher mind that conceives your reality. The more you're in tune with your higher mind, the more you get those premonitions about what's coming down the road, what's happening, why it's happening. It's always happening for your benefit. Remember that. It's always happening for a positive reason, no matter what. And if you just accept that, then you're on the discovery, looking for the gold. You're looking for, how is this a positive thing? And you're not making it up. You've simply accepted that existence is inherently positive, because it is. It must be. In order for existence to perpetuate itself, in order for you to exist from one moment to the next, existence must be inherently positive. Because if it was negative, it would be entirely separate and it wouldn't be able to sustain itself. It would fall apart. So the idea of life being a hologram, representations and reflections of itself, shards of shattered mirror, that's an illusion. And it may seem like a strong illusion because we have strongly embedded beliefs that we're separate in various ways. Everyone's experiencing that in their own unique style, their own unique theme. But the fact is that it's all one. It's all part of the greater one. And by accepting that the one is the all and the all are the one, everything is one, everything is connected, and everything is a reflection of itself. By accepting that, then you're not fighting against reality anymore. And then you can allow your life to transpire the way it needs to. If you simply accept the facts of existence, then you can harmonize with being the best version of yourself and just allow it to be what it is. It's not a big deal. All right, so how do you weave that into your life? Be present. If you get upset, relax, meditate, be calm, take as long as it needs. Have that patience with yourself. If you're truly inspired by what you're doing, the need for patience disappears because you're just in the moment, engaged, happy. And that's all you need to be doing. That's a success. And that'll lead you to where you need to go next. Because you're a physical body. You're not just going to sit around. You're going to have natural inspiration to do the things that need to be done to move this whole momentum forward of this new age, this age of Aquarius, this golden age that we are really now in, now seeing the beginnings of creating. And if you're fortunate to be involved in the community that we're creating here, then you're seeing it unfold on the leading edge, the very beginning stages, a new reality, a new paradigm, a new phase of cooperation and how we work together as one, supporting one another without judgment, without resistance, just acceptance for one another, appreciation for everyone's unique gifts. So I encourage you to have that appreciation for yourself and for others and allow everything to be exactly as it is, because that's exactly what it needs to be. And I encourage you to join me on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for the Phoenix Rising Masterclass. And we will be diving even deeper into this acceptance of life, this appreciation of all that is, of all that is happening, weaving it, integrating it deep within our brain neurology into our cells, and it will be absolutely magnificent. I look forward to seeing you there, and I will see you on the next episode of Phoenix Rising Live. Bye for now.